Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm New Mechanist, and today we are we're going to be dipping into the creepy games. We're going to be trying out Sally Face, which is one that I've kind of had on the back burner for years, but we're finally getting to it. Hey there, Rogue Radio. Well, you're going to get to see Sally Face from the start. Then we're just diving in. Checking in with the kitties real quick, we do have Sky, Sherbet, Mason, and Sammy visible. Ember is on my shoulder, and Molly is down in her little cat bed by my side. Okay, let's get in there. Let's see what this is going to be like. Hopefully the music won't be a substantial part of this game, but we're going to give it a try. Actually. It is the type of game that I feel like the music can play a factor in the experience. But yeah, disturbing imagery and content or topics abound in this, to my understanding. It was just like the last time. Only this time, it started in a hospital. Well, clearly we've had a bad time. Upper. Something's there, but it's too dark to see. Yeah, it looks like we've had a real bad time. Hello. It's okay, Sal. Everything is going to be okay now. Come and see. And who is this? Who may I ask is calling? Sal, come and find me. Well, that's not ominous at all. Weird. Sounded like my dad. There a reason to believe sounding like her dad would be out of the ordinary? I suspect the door was locked. Oh, well, that's, okay. Okay. Room D. Ah. See a 3 there. Well, I get the impression that you don't do those two. Okay, no number on that one. Oh, I think I have determined that it does that is the signal that I did not do the right door. Yep, scienced. We have scienced. D. O. G. There was a dog picture. Oh, well, you should probably be able to hear. Let's... Let's fiddle with that a little bit more. That's still really loud. It seems like it might be disconnected from sound effects. Hey there, Key. Welcome. We're just getting started with this. It's got a very colored pencil vibe, and it's got the not full squiggly outline style, but it has the sort of each frame is drawn individually on paper as opposed to the classic very close animation style, you know? So there's a little bit of kind of vibration at the edges, let's say. Hello, dog. Who's a good doggy? Who's a good boy? I buried her alive, kid. You tell me. Okay, then. Perhaps not, good dog. Huh? Go see for yourself. Diane Fisher, beloved mother and wife. 1948 to 1980 something. Let's climb in the grave. Okay, there's 4. Interesting. Batteries not included. It was a decent movie. Well, I don't know if 3, 4 was correct, but those are the only numbers I've seen. Hey, bud. Dad? You are not my son. My son is not a murderer. Well, and I suspect our dad is not a silhouette. This is your fault. Okay. Mom? Are you... I'm sure she's fine. The morgue freezer room is usually where, or storage room is usually where you put, like, perfectly healthy patients when they're waiting to be discharged. Standard practice. Oh, hey, Barbed Wire. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started with Sally Face. Ellipsis. And that's when I woke up. Yeah, definitely kind of wiggly outline. Look. Hey, thanks for the prime, Barbed Wire. I appreciate it. We should come back to that dream later, but for now, can you tell me more about the body? Which one? The second one. The one from the apartment. Okay, there is another body. Dad and I had just moved in. I had a weird feeling about that place right away. Episode 1. There's apparently like several episodes of this. Since I initially saw the game, you know, they expanded upon it. This will be our new beginning. A mismatched face mask. I wonder if this is post the hospital dream. There was a real face much damaged vibe in that. We can finally leave what happened in New Jersey behind us now. Why don't you go explore the building and make some friends while I finish unpacking? Okay, either the ominous face mask is going to greatly hinder or greatly help make friends. I don't think it can be anything other than those extreme poles. Bags. Just some stuff Dad got from the store. Nothing important. So far, there haven't been any edge of the room transitions, only doors. Kitty. Kitty's name is Gizmo. It's got the right colors. So you've made yourself at home already, Gizmo? Must be nice. This is true, Barbed Wire. This is true. It really does. It has a really strong this has been drawn style to it. There's a lot of texture in everything, and there's also not a lot of hard lines, you know? Like this door, the top of the frame is slightly tilted. You know, decided to take a break from unpacking. It's not a bad idea. We've been at it for a while now. Maybe I'll take a break myself. What do you think about this place? It may not be as nice as our old house, but we'll make the best of things. As long as we have each other, I think we can make a real home here. I miss Jersey. I know you do, bud, but please try to give it a chance. School will start up in a couple of weeks and you'll be able to make all new friends. Yeah, I guess so. I know so. Anyone would be lucky to have you as a friend, Sal. Thanks, Dad. Mm-hmm. I miss Mom. He does seem kind of chill, doesn't he, Tess? Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. See ya. Try not to get into too much trouble. We have not yet determined the cause or reason for mask. No one responds to a knock at 401. Well. Hey, bud. Hello. Why are you standing here? I'm protecting nosy little freaks like you from seeing what they ought not to see. Oh, well, he's a polite guy. No, scram. I don't get paid to babysit. Who are you? Your fairy godmother. What does it look like? I'm an officer of the law, so you better show me some respect. And that includes my authority. What happened in there? Police business, kid. Why don't you run along back to your parents? Wish I could. What was that? Nothing. It's what I thought. Stupid, weird kid. Grumble, grumble. Okay, can't walk past him. Boop. Let's try the 5th floor. Notice, this floor is currently being renovated. For your safety, please make your way to the nearest exit. Don't tell me what to do, warning not warning sign. Definitely need some renovation. .504 is unlocked. Hello? Sorry, I didn't think anyone lived up here. Hello? Sir? You okay? You shouldn't have come here. Sorry, I was trying to get to know my new neighbors and... a dark place. This building. Horrible things will happen. You sure you're okay? What the? Well. Ominous handprints. It's weird. The bathroom door is locked. Well, we definitely have a real ominous vibe to this place already. Caution. Wet floor. You can see the, eh. 'Cause can just see a person there. Hey. Oh my. Sorry, you just startled me a little. You must be one of the new guys from 402, yeah? All the excitement going on today, I haven't had a chance to stop and say hi. The way they have her, it looks like a... I can't remember what the actual term, but the kind of one-piece work suit, you know? It's really form-fitting. It looks like she's wearing jammies. Like little kid jammies. Yeah, it's just me and my dad. My name is Sal. Pleasure to meet you, Sal. I'm Lisa. I take care of this place. Keep things up and running. If you ever need help with anything, don't hesitate to ask, okay? Got the sound of... He might still be janitor. Sometimes janitors get tasked with a lot of stuff, but also has a sound of superintendent, you know? Sure, thanks. You're quite welcome. They seem nice. No response at 302. Everything else is blocked. Basement requires a key card. No response at 203. Yeah, who's there? Said a voice emanating from an unknown Charlie. I'm new to the building. Just wanted to introduce myself to the neighbors. Okay, come in. You're a greasy, greasy man. We are meant to assume a great deal about this person from the shelf behind us. We have an entire shelf devoted to pony-like creatures. Then we have a bunch of different types of figures, you know? My name is Sal. I just moved in today with my dad. What is with your face, child? Well, I know. Young teens, a new generation of self-expression. I was young once myself. I get it. Just so long as you're not in a gang or anything. You're not in a gang, are you? No, it's nothing like that. Wonderful. Well, I'm Charlie. Don't mess with my stuff and we'll be okay. I'm a collector, you see. I collect many things. Yeah, depending on how he actually says many things, you know, I collect many things. As opposed to, I collect many things. The tone and the pace is very important to that sentence. These things are like my family. So if you mess with my collections, you're messing with my family. Got it? Yes, sir. Not a problem. I won't be giving you any troubles. Good to hear. Look. Bask in the glory of my complete set of glitter ponies. A great accomplishment it is to have this full set. You can look all you want, but don't even think of touching them. What's a glitter pony? Hello, pomegranate. That slow zoom in. My God, child. Have you never seen My Glitter Pony's Rainbow Spectacular? It's only the greatest television show ever produced. It's got drama, action, romance, comedy, everything you could want. And the ponies. Oh, the ponies. Don't even get me started. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it was that it was the former tone and pace. I guess I missed that one. I'll have to look for it on TV. Yes, you will. Trust me, you won't regret it. All right, it labels them once you've been inside. No one in 202? Well, somebody's doing something in there. You get that Gordon Freeman. But Sally already regretted asking, and she would go on to regret, or that it's he actually, I think. Let's see if we can get this right here. I turned the sound effects way down because of the rain, but that didn't seem to help. Sawing. Very faint talking and what sounds like a goat. Guess no one's home. The music is the... It's kind of a periodically strummed guitar. Oh, they've got a nameplate. Oh, mail slot. Oh dear, what a frightful, pardon me, let's start over. Hello, young sir, new resident of Edison Apartments, room 402. How may I be of service? How do you know who I am? I know all that takes place within these walls, sir. You'll do good to remember that. Oh, okay, you're at least as creepy. Like, the collector is particular creepy. Like, very particular creepy guy. Like, the collector is very much a, you tell me not to touch it, but I get the strong impression that I don't want to touch it. Whereas this guy's like, I know everything that happens here. I see everything that happens here. Can I come in? Heavens, no. I'm afraid that I'm quite particular about my privacy. I'm sure you understand. Sure. Bye-bye. Farewell, friend. No one at 104? This might be an associate of the police officer on the third floor, I think. What's going on? Oh, young man, you just moved in today, correct? Yes, sir. I already spoke with your father. Seems you two were out of state when everything happened last night. Story checks out. That's good. Try not to get in our way for now, okay? We're investigating a serious crime. Was it murder? Can't talk about that. Goodbye. So long. To 101. Okay, we have door chain. Yeah, what do you want? A little early for trick-or-treating, isn't it? Stupid good-for-nothing kids. Meh. For those recently joining, we still do not know the actual purpose or reasoning for the mask, but the opening scene was apparently a dream sequence, but it included Sally here walking around in a hospital gown with a full bloodied face bandage, like wrapped all the way around the head. The kind of the implication for me, at least, is car accident. There is the implication that the mother died at a comparable time. Hey, kiddo. Okay, we've exhausted that conversation path. Sally's cat Gizmo. Oh. The Gear Boy. So, of course, you know, the Game Boy. Perhaps the most well-known. For a period, though, there was, I think it might have been around Game Boy Advance period as well, but there was also the Sega Game Gear. I was wondering where that was. Goal, explore building. Stuff. My Gear Boy. Looks like it needs new batteries, though. In the dream sequence, in the bottom of the grave, the doorway that led to the morgue scene had batteries not included on it, like a big empty batteries looking like placard on the wall or on the door. Okay, and we can't. It's so far. It is a. If there's a person there, you generally can't seem to walk by them. Toilet needs a scrubbing. Sleep aid. Dad still has trouble sleeping at night after ... I think we've found everything we can find in here. Let's hit the we'll sweep this floor. We will go up to the 5th again. Now that we have the game console, perhaps stuff will be different. This is why I wanted to have the music on. We'll see if, you know, the streaming platforms punish me for this decision. But this kind of game does lend itself to wanting music to be audible. It's got a bit of adventure game vibe to it. in that, you know, you have inventory, you have things that you need to use. So one thing that's not uncommon is that having a item in your inventory can act as a flag, you know. Because you have this, events can be different. Lisa, hey Sal, what's up? How long have you been working here? Actually, I don't just work here, I live here too. I'm on call 24/7 for any urgent maintenance needs. Very much a superintendent vibe. Despite what you may hear from others, this is a lovely building. I'm happy to call it home, going on 10 years now. Seems like a nice place. You betcha. What do others say about the building? All kinds of stuff, I'm sure. This building is well over 100 years old, you know. People are always complaining about one thing or another. But you'll hear no complaints from me. I'm a woman of action. If I see a problem, I fix it. Yeah, most people do seem to complain a lot about the small things. Can't sweat the small stuff, Sal. It's just no way to live, you know? You're right. Take it from me. You focus on the good stuff. Focus on what makes you happy in this life. Put your energy into that. This is the least unsettling, most positive individual we have encountered in this game so far. Know anything about room 403? It's a shame you and your dad had this crummy first impression. I promise things aren't typically so gruesome around here. Poor Miss Sanderson. Well, we know a name and we know that it was gruesome. Who's Miss Sanderson? Oh, never mind that. Best not to set your mind on such dreadful things. Just horrible, so compelling, so awful, so interesting. But don't worry about that. I'm sure it's nothing. One moment, must fix eyes. Anything to do for fun around here? You know what? I have a son around your age. I think you two would get along great. He's downstairs in our apartment. You should go introduce yourself. Sure, I'll go say hi. Great, his name is Larry. He'll be in the basement. Tell him I sent you down. You'll need a key card to access it from the elevator, though. Take this one. I've got a few extras. Flag obtained. Is this building haunted? Sal, sweetie, I've been taking care of the Edison apartments for a long time, and I've never seen any ghosts or goblins. That's just people's overactive imaginations. Too much sweets and scary movies, if you ask me. Laundry. Gee, I sure am looking forward to using this. Not. Lots of tasty junk food. Not really hungry, though. Check the whole room here. Biohazard. Lost and found. So we have one box that says tools and junk. What is presumably a full box of light bulb, the bright lights. There is a box in the upper right that is called Pretty Paint. Pleasant family photos. Oh, hello. What was that? Well, thanks for swinging through barbed wire. Good to see you again. Larry's room. Yeah? Hey, Larry, your mom said I should come say hi. I just moved into 402. Oh, hey, come in. Door's open. Oh, nice mask. It's a prosthetic. Oh, sorry, man. It's cool. I'm used to much worse by now. So I'm glad you like it. So, do you, like, have no face under there? What happened? Straight to the point. I'd rather not talk about that. Okay, change of subject. I'm Larry. I live down here with my mom. I'm Sal. My friends call me Sally Face. I just moved here with my dad from New Jersey. That doesn't feel like an actual my friends call me. That has the sound or the feel of the people that are in my orbit, in my proximity, call me that on the regular, and I have come to accept it. Sally Face? I guess I didn't really have any decent friends, to be honest. Yeah. So once they started calling me that, I figured if I owned the name, then they would... then they couldn't use it against me. You're a complicated dude, aren't you, Sal? You're pretty strange. I like you. We're gonna get along great. That's what your mom said, too. Mother knows best. So let's see in the background. We have the... Not really a spiral, it's a, repeating circle. It is Sanity's Fall. I presume his shirt is a fan shirt of said band as well. Or, I guess, media. And then it is SF, with the F having a downward arrow made part of it. Above his, I guess, his stereo includes a, record player on it with the... Anybody else remember antennas like that? Sort of rectangle. Often the wire would be spooled in different places off of it. Ones I encountered, generally, it's the wire was spooled around the edge of it. Does anybody remember antennas? Let's see. We have the eye with a lower staple on it. Your soul will be destroyed! Exclamation point. We have upside down person either falling into waves or underwater, the fear within. The upper poster appears to be a Earth from space with a mushroom cloud the size of the Earth extending from it. Another, what I am presuming to be band, Odin's Blood with an E. One, zombie everything all the time. That feels like an era of game development, actually. I can't quite read the text on the Monster Jack in the Box clown. There's stylized letters to it. The end seems to be like out. Hard to tell. And then a green creature called the Creeper. Why do you live in the basement? My mom says it's because we gotta guard the place from rats. But I'm pretty sure she gets this room rent-free with the maintenance gig. It's cool, though. I don't mind it. I get to listen to music as loud as I want when she's not around. Nice. Yeah, it's like my own little bat cave. I like your shirt. Thanks, it stands for Sally Face. I do have my own clothing line, so... It's actually for this metal band called Sanity's Fall. Do you like metal? Oh, no. Oh, that's gotta change. Check out this song. It's their first single. The full album comes out in a few months. It's indeed metal. Oh, death metal. What happened in 403? It doesn't have the normal death metal growl so much as it's got much more of a like angry gremlin kind of vibe to it. It's so loud, man. What? What is it? The killer is still in the building. How do you know that? I saw it happen. Are you high right now? Wish I was, man. That was scary. What happened? Okay, so I was helping Miss Sanderson with a clogged toilet. I was just finishing up when I heard him burst in, yelling like a lunatic. I know what you've done. Herman told me everything. She tried to calm him down, but before she could even get a few words out, he was cutting her throat wide open. I was shocked. I couldn't move. I was frozen by fear, man. I was just peeking through the crack in the bathroom door. Anyways, it all happened so fast, and then he cleaned up quickly and left. I don't know how, but he didn't even see me. I haven't really told anyone yet, not even my mom, but I trust you. You know who did it? Yeah, it was definitely Charlie. Big creeper from 204. He was wearing gloves, so I don't think they got any prints or anything. Shouldn't you tell the cops? I actually tried to talk to that detective, but he won't listen to me without some kind of evidence. Like, my word isn't enough. What's up with the guy in 103? The guy that has a mail slit installed in his door that he seems to observe everyone through and claims that he knows everything that goes on in the building. It's Mr. Addison. He owns this place. I don't think I've ever seen him leave his room. Always talks through the little mail slot. He's a nice dude, just real strange. Oh yeah, if you say Addison tea, please and thank you to him, he'll give you a cup of his famous tea. I hate the stuff myself, but the adults seem to love it. What's this thing? It's a police scanner. I can listen in on the local cop chatter. How did you get this thing? That's a story for another day. But hey, you just gave me a great idea. If I make a fake call, maybe I can distract them for long enough to sneak into 403. Maybe we can find some kind of evidence to show that detective. Something they weren't looking for. Pretty quick to sign me up for a break-in. Well, I gotta make the call down here, and... I'm just messing with you. I'm totally up for this. Been wanting to peek in that room anyway. Sweet. So what's the plan? I'll call in a bank robbery, hostage situation. That should clear out the cops for sure. I'm guessing that'll buy us a few minutes until they figure out it wasn't real. Larry's plan is to essentially SWAT a local bank. You gotta be upstairs when I do that, so we can make those minutes count. We can use my walkie-talkies to communicate during the whole thing. And I can give you the heads up, too, once I know the cops are coming back. Sounds pretty solid to me. Flawless plan. Maybe just switch the bank robbery with armed robbery at, like, a gas station or a drugstore. Make it a little more believable. I guess you're right. Good call, Sally. Here, take this. Head to your room and let me know when you're ready. Just press the shift button there to call me. Okay. The top center painting above the mirror is the funeral party that we saw in the dream. The dog was by the tree that is on the easel. The dog is the one that said, "I buried her alive." Thanks, dude. It's my passion. Poster in the top right there. Crowman and Wolf Boy. All right, let's slide out of the way again. So we have the Master Sword on the right. Then on the shelf, we have a Metroid. Top right. It is pink colored, but that's definitely a Metroid. And then beneath it is a blue ocarina. References. Hey there, Art. Well, we're just getting started. This game has been on my my backlog for quite some time. Well, it's been on my I want to play this pile for quite some time, and we're just getting to it finally. Going in blind on this. Yeah, we've got 3 of the cats visible right now. Sherbet, Mason, and Sammy. Let's see. Molly is still in the little cat bed. Ember is over on the shelf. Let's see how many we can spot. Should be able to see at least 4 of them. Okay. We have Sky up in the tree and Ember on the shelf. All 6 accounted for. They're all little sweethearts. Okay, I'm in my room now. Let's do this. I'm gonna make the call. Give me a second. Okay, it's done. I heard a bunch of hustling upstairs, so I think it worked. Go and see if you can get into 403 now. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Well. Broken coffee table with some books. Look like anything important? It's like junk to me. Alright, keep looking then. Gotta be something else. the blood pattern is at least meant to imply the described throat cut. Though, oh, okay. I think I know the implication here. Is we have the little ponies on the cabinet there. This is pretty twisted. Tell me about it. There's these little figures. Looks like one is missing. I can see a small clearing in the blood. That's it. I know how we can get him. Get out of there and come down to the basement. So the implication being one of the sparkle ponies on his shelf will have some markings on it. Sanderson and Charlie both collected those weird toys. They're nuts over those things. Miss Sanderson got this super rare one or something. She was telling me about it that day I was fixing her toilet. Anyways, I bet you Charlie couldn't resist taking it. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's why he offered her in the first place. Probably sniped his eBay bid. Dude always did give me the creeps. Just something unsettling about him, you know? This is crazy. This guy definitely needs to get caught. Can't live in a building with a murderer. Exactly. That's why you got to get into Charlie's room and see if you can find that toy. Wait, why do I have to do it? I snuck into 403. Charlie isn't too fond of me. There's no way he'd let me in. He accused me of stealing snacks from his room. Snacks. All right. I'll do it. Won't be able to sleep at night otherwise. Cool, you're the man, Sally. Here, take this baggie. You can slip the toy in without touching it. When do I get the feeling you've done this before? Nah, I just watch too much TV. There's some static and wobble to the guitar that goes on periodically. Oh, they've got a... okay, once again. I have to move this to a different screen here. Okay, by the TV, we have a European, like... It's usually like Eastern European / Japanese style Super Nintendo controller, a very Famicom / PAL region one. But the console that it's plugged into is the style that was released in North America, the really blocky gray and kind of blue tones version. Neat. Perhaps explaining the Nintendo memorabilia there, since the that would have given us Super Metroid and I think it's Link's Awakening. No, Link to the Past, right? No, that's the... Yeah. Link to the Past. I think it's 3rd floor. Might be set in 2nd floor. There we go. Okay, so the ones at the bottom don't seem to be the relevant ones. I don't see any markings on them that would be obvious that they had been contaminated. The orange one was left on the shelf. This place you got. It's my own chunk of heaven, just me and my stuff. You live here alone? Alone? Look around you. I have all the company I could ever need. Well, it is nice to have a visitor from time to time, I suppose. So, yeah, I know. You're speechless because you've never seen such an awesome collection. Yeah, Don't worry, anytime I'm home, you can stop by and take it all in again. I know, they're so cool, aren't they? Yeah. We would need some way of distracting him. Oh, top center. Pink one. It's got a little red spatter around its hooves and on them. We have to do to get rid of him. Well, he said he was like really upset by the prospect of lost snacks. One of the things that was part of the game description was that you had to... This is very adventure game. You have to pay attention to what you might be able to use to progress. But this is a good opportunity for a quick break. I will be right back. And we're back. Sherbet moved over near the keyboard. Okay, wasn't that? It doesn't seem like we can directly access it. I mean, he's watching, so... Met Larry. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you kids got to meet. Me too. It's good to have a friend again. Larry's a nice guy. Sal is really, like, down to earth. You'd expect, based on the imagery surrounding the game, like on the Steam page and the like, that they would have made Sal, like, overtly creepy, like, in personality and behavior kind of thing. But there's really just a kid kind of vibe there, which is, there's a lot of opportunity for exploration of interactions in that regard. Because this is a crude prosthesis, and it is prominent. Be the equivalent of, having to grow up with a hook for a hand kind of thing, and not a fully articulated sheathed prosthesis for a hand kind of thing. Like, the latter is still likely to be very apparent on the regular, but it doesn't stick out like that. That mask is going to be very apparent no matter what at great distance. I knew you two would get along. Need any help? Are you poking fun at me for mopping the same spot for so long? Well, I like to be thorough, but to be honest, sometimes my mind just wanders and I lose track of time. I feel that. That's cool. I'm the same way. I can tell you're a creative type, like my Larry. I'm glad you two are getting along. Sometimes I worry about him. What do you worry about? Well, I shouldn't be bothering you with this stuff. Let's keep things positive. Okay, there were alternate ways to ask that question. That dead ends. There's got to be some interaction we can do down there. Let's try to get the tea. Apparently the adults like it. Maybe he does too. Hello, young sir, new resident of Addison Apartments 402. How may I be of service? Addison tea, please and thank you. There you are, sir. Please enjoy. Cup of tea. As long as we aren't using, like, pipe cleaners, gum, and a mop in order to make some sort of, long-range anti-material rifle, then I don't care about adventure game mechanics. That Addison tea I smell? Hey, Sal Fisher. Welcome. Playing some Sally Face. I just love Addison tea. Give it here. Oh, dang. Even has a really unsettling way of drinking tea. Like, he just sort of, like, extended much of his lower face into it like a proboscis. So tasty, so relaxing. So narcotic. Wow. Now we know why everybody likes Addison tea. Dozed off for a second there. Hope you weren't thinking of touching my ponies while I was sleeping, Sal. I was starting to like you. Wouldn't dream of it, Charlie. Good. I'm glad. Say, if you get any more Addison tea, I'd love some more. Mr. Addison already cut me off for the day. Okay, we have an empty teacup now. Oh, okay. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to go up to our house. Might be. Ember has joined me on my shoulder. Her tail is intercepting the camera periodically. May come in handy once I have something to mix it with. Yep. Okay. Can I get... Ah, okay. I see what we have to do. We need to get more tea. Like, just expressly, we need to get more tea so that he will want to drink it. This game is teaching us a lot of questionable lessons, but, you know. Add more tea. So, there's such a disconcerting element about the idea of him giving out special tea like that. Like, it's... You can definitely view it as not sinister. He's just, like, that's an idiosyncrasy. He likes to share his personal tea blend. People that are into tea can be into that kind of thing. Like, this is this special type that I made. Don't you like it? This will knock him out for sure. You emptied the bottle. He's not going to get knocked out. Okay, he's back. Let's go kill a man with tea. Another cup for you. Just, I love that stuff. I don't know if I can drink another drop today. Surprising as that sounds. Really? But it's fresh. Nice and hot. No, well, maybe. No, I don't want to overdo it. Probably had at least 20 cups today. You positive? This is a new recipe Mr. Addison was trying out. Already had 3 cups, and I thought it was way better than the other kind. Oh, I have to try that. Give it to her. This is better than his original. I don't know how he... Okay, we have obtained toy. And by doing so, we have hopelessly contaminated the evidence and preventing him from actually being convicted. Well, if he has a competent lawyer. Hey, detective. Oh, Sal. I've got evidence. This came from Charlie's room? How did you get this? Just saying hello to my new neighbors, you know. Trying to introduce myself to everyone. I was in there talking to Charlie and he was showing me all of his toys. That's when I noticed one had blood on it. Thought for sure this would be helpful, so I grabbed it with my lunch bag. Oh, wow, a little detective in training, huh? Not bad, kid. I'll hold on to this. Just remember, next time you come to us with this info instead of putting yourself at risk, okay? Yes, sir. You got it. All right, let's see. Upper right note is Fatty likes pancakes. Lower right is a tear strip, babysitter wanted. We have local show, just local show. I think it's post office. Please deliver something mail around back. I can't read the upper left. Lower left looks like 2 patties. Middle posted there is missing sandwich. And the one I can't read in the missing sandwich are posted over a notice that says, please don't post over other notes. Thank you. Nice. Okay, detective vanished. Did he go up towards Charlie's room? Charlie still and may forever be comatose. Let's go check on Larry. All right, Mr. Smooth Criminal. I knew you could do it. I was nervous for a second there. Bet. Now all you need to do is give it to that detective and it'll all be over. Already a step ahead of you, bud. So is this place haunted or what? What? Not this again. Did Chug put you up to this? Who's Chug? I just got a weird feeling about it. Who's Chug? He's the big kid on 3. Usually can't miss him. It's probably the figure we can see a little off to the right of one of the wet floor markers. Hey, Green. Nice. As might be apparent, we're just getting started. I don't believe in ghosts. Never saw one with my own eyes, you know? I guess so. Don't want to listen to your LP again. So let's see. What happens if we pop back up to 3? Because we have another person called out now. Yep. Yep. We'll get to you in a moment. Okay, she's still blocking the left. Hey. Oh, hey. I'm Sal. Just moved in. You can call me Sally Face. Chug. Nice to meet you, Sally Face. Nice to meet you. Nice meeting you, Chug. How did you get your nickname? Huh? What nickname? Never mind. It would seem Chug is a fan favorite for this game. You think this building is haunted? Why? Did you see something too? Well, assuming nothing goes sideways with the game, Green, you know, if there's some sort of content that makes me feel really uncomfortable, I'll stop. But so far all I can see is like supernatural, violent references kind of stuff, and all that's okay. And if it stays that way, yes, we shall play it all through. Seems like there's a lot of it. Knew it. No, I'm not crazy. Ah! So, you've seen that old man? Old man? No, I think that's just a crazy homeless dude that sleeps up on 5 sometimes. Oh, good. I did seen lots of stuff, man. Crazier than just that old bum. There's a really... It's like he's got some gum in his mouth. Like the way they have his mouth move when he's talking. It's like he's chewing constantly. Things moving all by their own and weird noises and stuff, you know? Keep trying to tell everyone, but no one ever believes me. Well, I believe you. Thanks, Sally Face. Oh, I did see a girl once. Huh? A girl. I thought it was homeless guy's daughter, but she just disappeared. That's why I used my key to lock the bathroom shut tight. It's too scary. Wait, you have a key to 504? Yep, found it on the ground. Let's go check it out together. No way, I'm not going in there. Ghosts live in there. How about you let me borrow the key and I'll check to make sure it's safe. Can't just give you the key. But maybe you can trade me something for it. Okay. Once again, we make a guess. Nope. I don't give him any of that. My stuff. Good atmosphere in this. Nice animation. That's useful. Let's see. What could we bribe the child with? Yeah, normally I don't play game music. You know, because YouTube. But the nature of this game at least has me for the first session to keep it going, because this type of game usually uses it for, like, to lend to mood and atmosphere and kind of the scene, as it were. Well, all games do that, but these type of games especially. Oh, no, the kids don't like the tea. Well, we can make it all the way out to the door here. Good work today, Sal. You can rest easy now. Oh, they got him. I'm innocent, I swear. I thought you were my friend. No one was around, so I looked into the back window of the van. Oh, dang. Such a horrific sight for anyone to see. Okay, that was what the psychiatrist asked us there. What I'm guessing is it said he, like, that he just opened her throat up when he came into the room, so that was probably, like, the second, like, a secondary injury. Though, I mean, I doubt they're going to try to do, like, accurate blood spatter or anything, but if she was standing, you would have expected to get a... And from her position, you would expect to have gotten a greater spray to the side and onto the wall from the initial rip. Additionally, she felt like her positioning is such that he would have come from inside the place. So there is an indication of a struggle, so maybe it was knock her over and then? Hard to say. "15 years old, and already you had witnessed 2 gruesome scenes. Must have been very traumatic for you." "Sure, I guess so." All these years later, the new evidence that finally proved Charlie was falsely accused. After so much of his life spent behind bars, how did that make you feel? "I'm not convinced it wasn't him." "Yes, so you've said." "What about Larry?" "What about him? Like I've said, the guy was my best friend all through high school." "And after high school?" "We've been over this. I lost touch with Larry after graduation. I don't know where he is now." "You seem to be upset by my mention of him." "I just don't know what good asking the same question all the time is doing. I thought you were supposed to help me." "I understand your frustration, Sal, I do. I want to help you, but you seem to be holding something back." "I can't help you unless you're completely honest with me. Do you understand where I'm coming from?" "Yeah." A big part of therapy is not so much like... A lot of TV therapy ends up being like, tell me about this kind of stuff, as if the person is actively probing, like actively seeking to extract information. But a lot of times the initial question is a prompt, and then they just keep pulling at things, getting you to start talking, kind of stuff. That can be as much a aid for self-revelation as anything. Like, once you're talking, you might start revealing stuff to them and to you constantly. Well, unfortunately, our time is up for today. Wait. It's about Larry. I'm sorry, Sal. You know how strict they are with the schedule. Please keep that thought for our next session. Next week will be our last meeting before your trial. So I hope you'll let me help you. Oh, okay, this has been recontextualized. Yup. And it's... what the thing you want to talk about can also be completely irrelevant. Because just the topic that you choose to talk about can either be something that can be nudged or that will reveal something in and of itself. Like, why did you pick that topic kind of stuff. I don't think you're a murderer, son. You might be the only one. Well. Okay. Well, that's episode 1, so we will give me a moment. I would like to continue. This is our normal music. Meter is filling. I'd expected it to take a little longer given what I had read, but of course, sometimes the stuff is completely inaccurate, you know? Either way, I am not upset with what we have had so far. Okay. Looks like this was the autosave beforehand. I don't think we'll get anything there. Okay. Before we jump to the next episode, I want to see if oh no, we can't turn back. Okay, well, never mind. That has been solved. 60% episode 1. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I don't necessarily want to try to 100% at this time. Okay, let's... we're going to try to fast forward through this and see if it lets us continue along. It depends on what the terminology they're using is. Oh, I just noticed the motto on the coroner's van. Bringing smiles to the dead. That's not a bad a good motto for your coroner. Like, that's not a good motto for a mortician, for a funeral home, anything. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Now, Sally, where are you? Okay, there we go. It's it will slide forward, it would seem, if you have the DLC installed. Right? Face and shadow. There is blur to the motion at the back of the character. To me, it gives pencil lines vibe. Either a flip book, or as if the character's art is being adjusted forward, as if it was erased and redrawn. Which lines up with the colored pencil vibe. Don't wander so far, sweetie. I want to see the doggy, Mom. Can't you hear him? Why don't you wait until your father gets here, okay? He should be here any minute. But I really want to see it. Okay, so we know that the mother is dead, and we know that during the dream it included a dog. A dog that implied it had killed someone. Please? Please, can I go pet the doggy? All right, just give me a second to get my purse. Then we can go together. Hey, I'll wait over by the trees. I mean, we were over on the left, but it would seem there are lots of trees here. Well, that would be our lurking dog, would likely. Oh, well. Something appears to have gone wrong. Okay, we have the purse, we have a dog collar, we have dog bones, a fractured human skull, and I mean, I get this is probably meant to be like pooling, but it's as much as if it has smeared. Let's climb on in. Hypothesis that the sequence is that the dog kills the mother and that it mauls the kid's face. That is an implication, but we can't really tell at this time. Whether it is one then the other or one because of the other, we can't make an inference just yet. Okay, this is Miss Sanderson speaking to us as if we are Larry. Larry is the one that claimed he was helping Miss Sanderson with the toilet. No problem, Miss Sanderson. I'll have it unclogged in no time. Wonderful. Herman normally would have taken care of it himself, but unfortunately his fingers have turned into banana peels. There is her pony collection that includes the pink one, which is, again, the one that Charlie supposedly stole. Again, there's assuming we don't have unreliable narrator playing out here, and there is a very, very strong ability for the story to play out that way, given that this is Sal. Even the therapy sessions are unreliable narrator territory. But if it is Sal talking to a therapist, talking about dreams and what they remember, every bit of this could essentially be altered memory. So, like Charlie saying it was a complete collection and there being that one there, that could be a fabrication. But assuming Charlie did obtain that particular sparkle pony from this room, whether they were the killer or not, my thought was that, again, eBay snipe, last minute, I bid $1 more than you kind of thing. And the street corner is just so dangerous. I understand. Thank you so much, Larry. Okay, yeah, Larry. The room is also tilted, like our POV is tilted, which is a way to make a scene unsettling, or at least subtly disturbing, The angles are wrong. You can see it correct itself as it zoomed out. No door. That is, amongst other things, that is indeed clogged. Oh. Well then. Eyeball. Hey, bud. How you doing? You there. Please, help me. What's wrong? The water. It stopped. So thirsty. Don't worry, I know how to fix this. Please, hurry. A series of tubes. That tube seems important. Not that one, I would guess. Okay, far right. Okay. Does not go out. It worked. Another brute force puzzle. Ladder has... How you doing, bud? It would seem sparkle ponies are highly absorbent. Eyeball is also floating. Okay, no, she fell forward. Let's see. We have an upward spray here. This would be a spatter from, like, no further than where I'm standing, and it is... The angle of it is such that it really would have come from closer to the wall and lower. or like further down from here. So the way it's going is it would have been a series of like hit here and then all the way back, something here. So potentially this is where the next hit was, but less spatter from it. And then she falls forward, but if she fell forward, she was all the way over at the right side of the couch. So, potentially fatally injured already by about here. Okay. Oh, nice. Got a bit of a fisheye lens here. Fancy. Sal, come closer. I have something to show you. He said, in the way that somebody might offer candy from the side of a panel van. I know you touched my pony. I thought we were friends, Sal. Hey. Episode 2, The Wretched. Man, you're still having those nightmares? I haven't had them this bad since right after my mom died. I really think it's this building. Something off about it. Dude, I know you're so insistent about it, but I really don't think this place is haunted. Been here for most of my life, and I haven't seen any ghosts. But what? Well, we've known each other for a while now. I have to show you something. Come on. Let's see. We have definitely a hoodie. It looks like a very, then more of like a windbreaker in purple on the back. Could be earmuffs there since there's gloves below. And then we have more of a... Well, it's hard to tell, the folded black one. Yeah, the red was definitely a hoodie. Here we have our possible implication of how Mr. Anderson knows everything about what's going on in the building. Okay, a black front zip hoodie and then earmuffs. Okay. You never told me about this. It's where I go when I need to be alone. It's my fortress of solitude. I like the ladder to nowhere. Awesome. Like, the rungs of the ladder came up to the base of the window, like the platform under the window, but the floor, the extension of the floor that the ladder would lead to that normally has a hatch was not enough space for a hatch, let alone that there was no hatch. But, you know, nailed planks into the side of a tree going up to a little ramshackle looking... Oh. Okay, well, it's bigger on the inside. Okay. Okay, so the implication, which again wasn't illustrated from the outside view very well, is that it is straight up beside the tree itself. Which leaves this question of how it's attached, but anyway. This is so cool. I always wanted a treehouse when I was younger. Yeah, my dad built this for me before he disappeared. We're still waiting on the milk carton. Wait, what? What do you mean disappeared? One day he was here and everything was okay, and the next day he was gone. No note, no nothing. All of his things were still here. His clothes, his tools, his wallet, his driver's license, everything. He just disappeared. Went off the grid. I'm so sorry, Larry. I know how hard that is. Did your parents not get along? No, my parents loved each other. They hardly ever fought or anything. It isn't what it sounds like. My dad didn't leave us. Even if that's what my mom chooses to believe, I know he would never leave us like that. He loved us. He's got a picture of his parents, upper left there. I believe you, so what do you think happened? Look, you know I'm not generally superstitious, and I know you and Chug swear that the apartments are haunted, but... well, I think it's something else. Like what? I haven't told too many people about this, but I know I can trust you, Sal. I know you won't judge me. Of course not. The day before he disappeared, I did something I'm not too proud of. My parents got some firecrackers and they told me so many times to wait for them, not to play with them on my own. But I just couldn't resist, dude. I lit a few out back and one ended up in Mrs. Gibson's open window. It killed her pet rabbit, dang. Oh man, that's rough. Miss Gibson was the angry lady on the lower floor, I believe. Yeah, so I ran to check on Miss Gibson and she was screaming at me like crazy, as if I needed another reason to get her angry. That old bag. I felt horrible though. The poor bunny. Anyway, as I was coming down to the elevator, that's when I saw the demon. He reached out and touched me. Got this super cold chill down my whole body. I was scared, dude. Thought I was losing my mind. He was gone as quick as he came, just as the doors opened. He cursed me. Because of what I did, he cursed me. Everything in my life was messed up after that. My dad disappeared. My mom stopped talking for a while. Had to spend 2 weeks in juvie for accidentally killing that rabbit. My bike got stolen. Larry reciting the script for his country song. I missed so much school I had to take summer classes. It's been one bad thing after the next. Ever since then, horrible things have happened to me or around me. So you think this curse took your dad away? I know how it sounds, but I know it's true. It's all my fault. My dad, the rabbit, Miss Sanderson, everything. Hold on, man. Even if there is some kind of curse on you, you can't blame yourself for every bad thing that happens. It's not all your fault. What did this demon look like? It's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's like a moving shadow, all black and misty, but it had the form of a man. That is the shape that I think we saw in Larry's apartment. The eyes were the worst part, those deep red eyes that pierced right through you. What? I've seen it too. I've seen your demon. No way. When? Swear, I've seen it in the building, just like you described. Bet it's linked to the other ghosts, too. Oh no, dude. What if we break this curse of yours? How would we do that? Maybe there are some clues around that could help. Clues. We can try to find out more about the ghosts. See if we can get to the bottom of this. Sure, why not? I've got nothing to lose. Yep. The Game Boy is flickering. That's strange. What is that? And this weird Gear Boy cartridge in the Lost and Found a while ago. I think it reacts to supernatural activity. It was one of the last pictures we took together, not long before he disappeared. I better keep looking. Bunch of nature and outdoorsy magazines. Seems like Larry's dad is the opposite of my dad. Magazines are all old, from 6 years ago or more. Doesn't look like anything too useful, though. Let's see what else is in here. A worn leather jacket. A couple of old concert tickets in the pocket. I guess that's where Larry gets his taste in music. Seems like a nice way to bond. I don't think I've even watched a concert on TV with my dad, let alone go to one live. And a weird small box in here. Looks like it's sealed shut. Just before we nab it, let's... Okay. What's in the box? No idea, man. It belonged to my dad. Some kind of puzzle box. Could never figure out how to open it. Looks like there's a piece missing. Yeah, you're right. Never noticed that before. Do you mind if I hold on to this? Ah, go ahead. Let me know if you get it open. Oh, of course. Okay. Nothing useful in the cabinet. Like the animation. I'll look around and see what else I can find. Sounds good. I sort of have to stay here and take care of my mom. She's super sick. Yeah, I noticed that. Well, let me know if there's anything you need. I don't... Okay, no, that's a rip in the wall. Okay, dog picture was moved to make room for the tree. Again, we have the stuff that was in the dream there. And now we have this new one, the glowy green eyes face thing. There is a picture of Larry and Sal there. The same references by the TV. Should ask Megan if she knows anything about this demon. Hope she'll come out today. Wonder if these are all people that I could have encountered in the first episode. Yep, another photo with Sal and this family. There's a Addison teacup there. Lisa, feeling any better today? Oh, hiya, Sal. I think today might be the worst of it. Once I'm over this hump, I'll be right as rain. Which is good, because there's so much work to be done. Just itching to get back to it. Take it easy for now and get some rest. Oh, don't you worry about me, Sal. I've been resting plenty, and Larry has been so helpful, too. I'll be just fine. Knowing the disappearance of the husband and that they had a really good relationship, apparently, that puts a different spin on her intense positivity, like her real positivity focus, is that could be a masking behavior, you know? Don't remember the box being out there. The inexplicably very dark kitchen is where we saw the shadowy figure. There's security cameras all over. Looks like Alright, the machine is empty. Yeah, so is my tummy. Jug, what are you up to? Hey, Sally Face. Waiting for the snack guy to fill the machine. Can't start my Saturday without chocolate. I hear you. I like to start the weekend off with video games and cartoons. Did you see the new Ricko's Modish Wife episode? Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah, that was great. I love that show. Me too. Keeps leaving their clothes in here. Like anything I can use right now. How may I help you, Sal? It's with the new cameras. Didn't you and your father receive the invitation to the monthly meeting? Everything gets discussed there. Oh yeah, I guess we just kind of forgot about it. That's not a problem at all, though I do suggest you join in on the meetings in the future. If you're able to, that is. You see, it helps keep everyone informed and up to date. Anyhow, to answer your question, I've had a new security system put in. For everyone's safety. With all of the recent events, the tenants were getting a bit nervous. My hope is that this new state-of-the-art security system, with the security system in place, everyone can feel more comfortable in their living arrangements. That makes sense. Thanks for catching me up on that. My pleasure. Like, he's an odd individual. And it's that, like, this is weird sort of odd, but also doesn't seem like hostile. It's not the this is really off-putting kind of weird. Just this is kind of strange. Have you seen any ghosts around? Oh, heavens to Betsy, don't tell me my building is haunted. Last thing I need right now is some promiscuous phantoms frightening my tenants. I've had a hard enough time keeping everyone happy while Lisa is sick. No, it's okay, Mr. Edison. Everything is okay. I was, working on a paper for school. Yeah, that's all. I nearly had a heart attack there. I simply cannot handle any more stressors at the moment. You're doing a great job. Try not to be too hard on yourself. Sal is really a nice guy. You're too kind, Sal. .403 is taped off. 204 is overflowing. The upper right note that has been torn off looks like it says free bugs. Music is decent. Miss Rosenberg's place. Who is it? It's Sal from upstairs. Is there something you want? Just wanted to talk to you. To me? Oh, all right. Come on in then. Door's open. Oh there, Sally. What brings a young girl like yourself to see this old woman? Hi, Miss Rosenberg. I want to ask you a few things, if that's okay. Ask away, child. I may not have much left, but time is all I've got now. Yes, time's all I have, and even that'll soon slip away from me. Maybe I've never really had a grasp on it at all. Such a strange concept, isn't it? Time. Sitting here alone, the mind can drift. Can drift a great deal. I really wish they wouldn't half end a sentence like that. Like I'd rather have to press the continue button more often instead of having a sentence viably end and then continue. Yeah, I get that they have punctuation at the end of their sentences, but it's still disjoint. Like if it were a book, if they had a sentence that could end, like if you added a period, it would be viable at the end of a page, and then you flip it and there's more text. Wondering what's beyond the veil. Get too deep into these thoughts and the world makes less and less sense. Yes, time is an enigma. Oh, but listen to me rambling on. I'm sorry, dear Sally, you had something to ask? How long you been here? Long indeed. Though it's hard to say exactly. My old mind can barely hold on to memories of yesterday anymore, let alone the distant past. I'm afraid my days are nearing an end. Soon I will return to dust and my consciousness will merge with the great and mysterious nothing. A void that's impossible for our little brains to wrap their heads around, and trust me when I say I've tried. Yes, a powerful, dreaded, empty nothingness. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie, I've been rambling on again. What was your question? It's okay, Miss Rosenberg. I was asking how long you've lived in Addison Apartments. You know, I do remember when Addison moved here from overseas to construct this building. Actually, this land belonged to my family first, but I decided to sell to the Addisons, since I was the only one remaining. I thought the company would be nice to have again, someone to share the anguish of life with. She is a ray of sunshine. I was young and desperate for a new beginning. What a foolish girl I was. You regret selling the land? A life as old as mine is filled with regret, my dear. I mean, so there is a real vibe of realistic and kind of, whether it's resigned to or accepting of her circumstances, of her mortality. But still, that is a unrelenting, crushing conversation there. Though it all eventually becomes meaningless. Kind of nihilistic in a way, you know? Whatever happened to the rest of the family? Do they live around town? The Addisons. They're gone. Gone. Time takes us all, Sally. Poor little Terence is the last of his family. Well, I suppose he's not so little now, but that's how I see him. As that young boy with a twinkle in his eyes and a head filled with dreams. Now look at him. He never leaves that god-forsaken room. Yeah, why does he stay locked away in there? He went a little kooky after his family passed, if you ask me. The boy was so wound up he was afraid of his own shadow. Terence worshipped his father and gave up on his dream of opening a tea house in order to run his father's apartments. Yeah, it very much is a I make my own tea blend, try it. Slowly but surely he began confining himself in the safety of his room, until one day he stopped coming out altogether. Yes, despite the cheerful persona he puts forth from behind that door of his, Terence Addison is about as timid as they come. Damaged by a life of misfortunes. But aren't we all, my dear? Yes, I suppose we are. Ever see any ghosts here? Ghosts? Why in heaven would you worry about such a thing as ghosts? Sally, you're such a sweet young girl. You remind me of myself from another time. Do old Rose a favor. Enjoy your life while it lasts. Don't be consumed by the allure of death and its many secrets. I know, yes, it's quite tempting and very easy to get pulled in. Why would you say you could say we're all ghosts, really. Just waiting to pass from this place to the next. Such a thin membrane that separates existence and non-existence. With our frail bones and delicate casings, any small misstep could send us reeling into eternity in the blink of an eye. We have 2 cat silhouettes. The one on the right, that really looks like it has a snake tail. Like, they could be indicating that it is a, like, that it lost all the hair on the end of its tail, but that looks like it is a snake, like a snake mouth and tongue. Then we have the big urn with a lion's face on it, which could be affiliated with the cats or just, you know, a grandiose urn. I think Miss Gibson would kill me if I bothered her again. And Miss Rosenberg, that was heavy. Todd's place. I don't really want to bother him right now. He's usually tutoring on the weekends. The strange room that had carpentry sounds, but when we knocked, there was the sound of a goat again. People that lived here moved out after what happened with Charlie. Charlie's old place. Cleaned out. He too has a mysteriously dark kitchen area. And that smell is still lingering. Definitely not going in there. Yeah, next play session we might have to make another loop through 1. Either they're doing a decent job of essentially saying, there was a brief time skip, stuff happened, you weren't here to see it. That is something more games need to be comfortable doing, especially when we're dealing with, like, sequels. You don't have to do, like, a full, here is everything that happened in minute detail, even if you weren't here to see it. David's place. Hi, Sal. What are you up to today? Hey, David. Have you seen any ghosts around? Yeah, for sure. Ghosts of my past keep me awake at night all the time. Barely get any sleep around here. What about, like, a spirit of someone else that used to live here? Sally, Ian's gotta lay off to drugs, man. Trust me, he'll have a better life for it. Won't make the same mistakes I did. What happened to your pants? Oh, well, they're into wash still. Wash. Zara was supposed to go get them and get them, but we just got to talking, huh, Jono? Lost track of time. Easy. As a thick accent presented in text. The college students. Pretty busy right now. Probably shouldn't bother them. Can we get David's pants? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, well. David's college students. Chug's place. Chug is downstairs and his parents work on the weekends. There is no one in 304. Robert's place, who is apparently not home. dot dot dot. Camera's missing. The armature's there, but no camera. It is also explicitly the camera that would be able to see 403 or 404 now. Not that it was, there at the time of the event, but... yeah, I'm not able to interact with those doors. 504 I can. Should call Larry up here so he can meet Megan. Then he'll have to believe that Addison Apartments are haunted. Okay, so yeah, this feels like if I could have found something to give to Chug that I could meet Megan in the first one, hypothetically. Because Sally is saying like, hey, Megan is a thing that would prove that it's haunted. Larry, you there? Here, what's up? Can you come up to 504? Sure, my mom just took her medicine, so she'll be passed out for a while anyways. I'll be right up. But for now, we're going to just keep going with the idea that we'll play them back to back, and then if we're still feeling it at the end of it, we will circle back around. What is it you wanted to show me? Come on, she's in the bathroom. She? Just come on. These fifth floor rooms have seen better days. Shush. What? Just wait a minute. Megan, are you there? Hello? Why don't you meet my friend Larry? I don't think there's anything in here, dude. She might be afraid. She can be pretty shy. Though I haven't been able to get her to come out in a while now. Hope she's okay. So, you come up to this moldy bathroom to talk to a dead girl. How often do you come up here? Been able to talk to her a few times, but like I said, she hasn't been around lately. I'm not crazy, Larry. I'm going to prove this to you. Hey, I never said you were crazy, man. As weird as this is, I believe you, okay? You're my best bud, and if this helps at all with finding my dad, then I'm all for it. Really thought we'd be able to talk to her today. Just had this feeling. Dude, know who you should go talk with? Todd. He's probably the smartest kid I know, and he's also into this supernatural stuff like you are. I bet he could help you somehow. Todd? Really? Never expected that he would believe in that stuff. He always seems so... normal? Rational? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, well, I'll go talk to him and see what I can find out. Alright, I'm gonna head back downstairs and make sure my mom's alright. Let me know if you find anything. Will do. Guessing a cleaning product there, but can't tell. Where I saw Todd's door, so we'll just sweep back down the building. Reminds me of the music in some of the Shin Megami Tensei battle music. Hey, Sally Face. Well, thanks for the follow, TSV. And welcome. Sorry it took me a minute to answer. I was wrapping up a tutoring session with Ashley. Have you two met? Hey, I'm Ash. Only thing that would have completed that was either kind of like either, you know, the roses around it, though that's normally kind of a yaoi for girls kind of pattern, is the flowers around it, or like a shoujo manga kind of thing, or like sparkly bubbles, you know. You must be Sally Face. I've heard so much about you. I am me? You have? Yeah, all good things, I swear. Glad I finally got to meet you. Yeah. Sal's eyes turning to hearts would also have fit it. Me too. You too. I mean, it's nice to meet you as well. I'd love to stay and chat more, but I have to get going. Thanks for helping me out today, Todd. No problem. We can work more on algebra next week. Ed, you look at the media surrounding this game, like its screenshots and all that, and sight unseen, like without any knowledge of gameplay, you'd really think Sally would be a darker or scarier character, or creepier character, but aside from the mask, Sal's a regular guy. Well, and also the, you know, weird psychotic episodes, it would seem. That'd be awesome. Enjoy the weekend, boys. You too. You'd almost expect Todd to say, that was painful to watch, Sal. You all right, Sal? You seem a bit anxious. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. Well, what brings you this way? Ash seems nice. She a freshman too? What's she like? Her full name is Ashley Campbell. She's a freshman like us and an overall nice person. She has some trouble with math, so I've been tutoring her for the past couple of weeks. In exchange, she occasionally assists me with my art assignments. Sounds like a great friend. Sure, I suppose so. You didn't come here to talk about Ashley, though, so what's up? Oh, right. I see dead people. References. Need your help. Thank you for telling me your story. I think I may have some assistance with your... I may be of some assistance with your exploration of the paranormal. Specifically, I have a suspicion that an apparition resides in my bathroom. Really? Yes, it does seem to be a strange coincidence that your Megan and my apparition are both found in bathrooms. I mean, bathroom slip and falls are one of the biggest causes of death in the household. However, it could also be that the water pipes act as some sort of conductor for them, though that's only speculation on my part. Do you have the Gear Boy cartridge with you now? Yeah. Perfect. Let's go check out the bathroom. What do you usually do to call upon Megan? Does the Gear Boy always light up when she's near? It doesn't light up every time. Usually I just start talking to her. Sometimes she comes out, sometimes she doesn't. Okay, go ahead and try the same thing here so we can attempt to summon the spirit. Is anybody here with us? We're not going to hurt you. We're your friends. Hello? Is anyone there? Nothing is happening, and the game isn't lighting up either. I have an idea. Let me see that. But I can modify your Gear Boy to help better detect supernatural hotspots. Cool. Sounds good to me. Need two things in order to complete the alteration. First, I'll need something to amplify the device's reception. And second, something to boost its electrical output. Like an antenna and a battery pack. Sure, I'll be in your room once you're ready. Well, we know there's an antenna on Larry's stereo. Battery pack, less certain of. Oh, okay. So we have a hookah. Family pictures, including Larry as baby, or Todd as baby. I presume Bob the fish. Like your fish. That's Bob. He's okay. My parents insisted that I needed more nature in my life to counterbalance all of this technology, as they put it. Okay, so both parents are hipsters. Well, don't know if hipster is probably at this point. Hippies would probably go better with the hookah. Old school Gateway era style, DOS to Gateway era PC. I can't see. His name is on it, but I can't see anything else on the certificate. I cannot read it. Letters tiny and fuzzy, eyes bad. Todd's parents are in there. I don't want to bother them. Okay. Their kitchen is not dark. Charlie's kitchen was dark. Larry's kitchen is dark. Like, growing shadow as you pass in dark. Hey, spray cans. Yeah, nothing there. You ever tape that new Sanity's Fall song? Yeah, man, you want to hear it? No. How's your mom doing? She'll be alright. The change of seasons always gets to her. It's just a bad cold. She'll be okay. Nothing apparent there. I mean, in theory, we may have to listen to the song in order to get access to the antenna, but let's hunt around otherwise. And to double check. Okay, walkie-talkies only seem to have range inside the building, I guess. Not the really good sort. Hallie face, Larry face. Much tissue. Well, we haven't been to Sally's place yet, so... let's rummage around there, see if we can find, you know, signal amplifier and or battery pack. What you watching, buddy? Cute. I have a in the play area. I have a TV setup that shows essentially cameras pointed at animals in the woods. Streams. Litter box is way too full. They should be scooping it more than that. You own a cat, every cat needs a litter box of about that size, and it needs to be scooped at least once daily. If there's that many poops on the surface, then it is over full. Usually means the cat can't scratch enough litter over top of it. Okay, Edward Shovelhands instead of Scissorhands. Twine Parks instead of Twin Peaks. Vampire Hunter B instead of D. And then there's Sanity Falls. So the band, it would seem they both like. We also have the glass here next to the lamp. They have a teacup as well. We have the hair ties for the... what do you call it when it's two of them? Is it pigtails at that point? Not long enough to be twin tails, you know. But many meds. Lots of meds. Hey, Dad. Can't talk right now, Sal. I have to make this deadline for work. Little caddy for the remote controls. Very organized place. Okay, we need... let's hop on down to the first floor. Do another look around. Be incredibly depressing to talk to, Miss Rosenberg. Garbage, overflowed recycling. Not currently leave. This is overflowing. That is 204 is overflowing. We have begun the searching portion of an adventure game. Well, we have re-entered the searching portion of an adventure game. See any ghosts? Not really. I know she's your friend, but Megan scares my pants off. I just stay in my room most times. See a demon with red eyes? What? Heck no. Are you trying to give me nightmares? checked this. Okay, Charlie still, like, mail is still being delivered for Charlie. Todd's place. There's also something about the fact that the face mask seems to have been damaged with part of it replaced. Now, was that a intentional, like, cosmetic adjustment? Like, you know, cracked a part loose, painted it pinkish, and reattached it? Is that a... it got broken and needed a replacement, and they had to take it from a different mask? Information currently unknown. Up. Explored 4. Let's rummage around up here again. Bedroom is boarded shut. Not an area that you'd really want to spend a lot of time in, not even just for the, you know, the creepy factor, but also there is definitely mold in that bathroom. So we're pretty confident that Sal's place is not it. All right, well, let's go down and we'll listen to the record and see if that causes a flag to be raised. Like, I generally don't mind the instrumentation of death metal, but I don't know. The vocals always seem to be highly effective to me, you know? Oh, this is creepier and darker. Molly has decided she wants to join Sherbet over in that spot. So Molly very much does not care as far as personal space. She is a real chill cat and very friendly. Amber doesn't like being bumped into at all. Like, it is very limited circumstances that she wants the other cats to even, like, brush against her. Sherbet's normally very timid, but in these circumstances, he will, like, he tolerates that. Of course, he will snuggle with his brother, and Sky was actually, like, he kind of imprinted on Sky for a while. Okay, so that did not lead us anywhere. I like that you can hear it in the hall. Okay, we can hear it to the left, but we should be hearing it to the right. Get you anything? Don't trouble yourself any, Sal. Larry's taking good care of me. Other old references, did you ever tape the song? You know? Because we can see that given what we're seeing of this is very likely to be a rack of cassettes, not a rack of CDs. Like, it is possible that is a CD player in the middle. Like under the LP, but unlikely, personally. At least in my assessment, unlikely. Welcome back, Green. Welcome back. Conversation's exhausted there. We're still in episode 2. We're a bit stymied looking for the upgrade components of the for the Gear Boy. Okay. Okay. We can't exit. There's nothing in the treehouse. They have security cameras as of the second episode. They were installed at some point after the murder that was in the first episode to essentially reassure everyone. But one thing I noted is that the hallway that faces where the murder happened, its camera is missing. Like, one was not installed there. I'm guessing they're going with the lightning never strikes twice mentality, is once a murder has happened in that hall, it's done, it's safe. try to Dragon Quest everybody's house at this point. Nothing. Exactly, Tass. Charlie's place had nothing in it. Everything removed. So far, none of the characters have been annoying either. And that's kind of impressive for these kind of games, is usually there will be some character that's just awful. And not even like they're a bad person, just awful. They're just kind of obnoxious in some fashion, you know? Haven't encountered David enough, but David is technically on the verge of that. We will not be able to judge until we know more of David. There's got to be like a room or something that we are completely overlooking. Wait. Did I ever go into Sally's actual room? No, we did. Yeah, there's VHS tapes here. Those are definitely cassettes down by the stereo. Dad's room didn't have anything. That's watching TV, perfectly normal. No longer any signs of sleeping pills. It might be that they have been concealed after Sally stole all of them to drug a man. You gonna sit down, Sky? Oh, okay, okay. Sky wants a hug. He's being a sweetie. And if I don't reward him for being a sweetie, he'll headbutt me in the face. Yeah. Yeah. Back scratches. It's one of the two that I have to make sure that I really kind of work my fingers in along his the ridge on his back, because he's prone to getting some like dry skin and dander there. So working your fingers in can help like spread around the oil and whatnot. Is where the murder happened. 404 is empty. We have missing camera. I mean, missing camera could be where we would find a battery pack. But that means we have to find missing camera. What? We've been in the This is new. Bloody bird cage. I wasn't able to get into this room previously. It has accomplished nothing but succeed in being creepy. Okay, it doesn't give us a prompt, but we can still interact with the doors. Noted. And that is... That's the barred up door. Supposedly where Megan is. So we've been down to the basement. We've spoken with Larry. I thought I would be able to get an antenna from him, like, you know, quote, borrow it from the stereo. But it would seem that's not the kind of antenna that they want. Nothing in the lost and found. Vending machine is empty. Chug acknowledges it's empty. Chug has neither seen ghosts recently and doesn't want to go looking for them, and is scared of the prospect of Larry's demon being real. Like chest and... Okay, yeah. This was another... I can interact with it, but it doesn't give me a prompt. That's a bit of UI inconsistency. I get that they want some of it to be, like, concealed, but this is an adventure game style interaction. You got to be real careful with that. We're not at, you know, rub everything in our pockets against everything we encounter scenario, but it's not far off. So there's no prompt to touch the antenna here. Can I have the antenna from your scanner? Yoink. Okay, now we need something that would have a battery pack. What would have that? Don't recall seeing anything in the treehouse. Nothing further was in here. Coraline's a fun movie. I haven't ever gotten around to finishing the book. It's not like it's a long book. I just, you know, haven't done it. I'm aware that there are very notable differences. Oh yeah, they have created a very unfortunate circumstance here. Yep, we already had this conversation. I accidentally clicked this, Miss Rosenberg. I don't need more of your very depressing late life revelations. Okay, he doesn't want to talk to Miss Gibson. Miss Gibson will quote-unquote kill us. But no, the fact that I have to now manually interact with things without prompt is a problem. Do appreciate the enthusiasm, but do be careful. I will request help, and then it's, assistance is fine. But since we're playing this blind for the first time, careful of spoilers. Explicit and implicit. Creek pop. Yeah, by having an indication that I have to manually interact with some of the things, like it gives me no prompt, means now I have been informed that I need to press F/space on everything. That's not really a good interface decision. Ransack all the things. It is pretty much a 2D game. A little guitar strum when you interact with the guitar. Pretty classic. So, the fact that it becomes dad by standing here tells me that there's nothing in that spot that it will matter. Okay, he still needs sleep aids. And he is going through them very quickly. They are, you can see the pile of them in the lower right corner there. Some of them spilled on the floor, another bottle, one empty bottle, presumably empty bottle, and then another full one. Burning through those things. Robert's not home. Can't get into 403. There's nobody in 404. There's a missing camera here. You can see the his little bar to tighten it or not. From the indication of it, I mean, he is... It is a... I don't know if they've said what he does, but there's just a general writer vibe, so maybe articles or of something of a similar nature. There's also just the possibility that he's doing, like, office reports kind of stuff. Coraline's actual father had that where his job was to write articles and like trying to write a book kind of thing. So, like having to really buckle down and produce. Kind of it's part of the driving. It was kind of a driving element of the narrative in that way. Okay, so we've got the antenna. What else? What else? Chug doesn't have anything he can tell us. Just notice we explicitly have a door blocked by all of the other stuff. So I think we've raided everything we can in their house. Got the strange box from the tree house, but there might be more. Something with a battery pack. It'd have to be like a camera or something like that, because, you know, it's like they're not describing batteries, they're describing the kind of thing that you would have in like an RC controller or similar. Like to at least get to the point where we can, you know, have this device created so that we don't start on a dead zone, you know? Or that we don't end and then try to restart on a I have no idea what to do area. So we've reached a point, if you know where the battery pack is, feel free to tell me, because I feel like I've touched all of the things. We're still not knocking fluorescent lights down after making a train slow down then speed up in order to kill a gunman, so I'm not worried about quality of experience just yet. Kitchen in Sal's. Thought I had, but let's go back. Mayhap I missed something. Cat. Doesn't look like there's anything in the kitchen. You done, Sky? Okay. So, sure you've encountered like full desk, like mouse pads and the like. I have something comparable. I have an electrostatic mat as my full desk mouse pad and such. So that when the cat's, like Sky in particular, climbs off my lap, I can reach over and make sure that I am touching both the grounding wire and the in the pad to avoid him restarting my mouse and keyboard. Actually. Let's go talk to Todd. Maybe, I mean, the walkie-talkie would have something like that. Not on 3, or was he on 4? David. College students. Chug. Check 4 real quick. Now, Robert, okay. Well, let's find out. Okay, you have to offer it to him. Okay, okay. Two components you retrieved in my own equipment. Like, it's not great that they ask you to retrieve it, but if I had spoken with Todd right away, or if I had taken the antenna to him, then I could have seen that they said, hey, will this do? And that could have been a kickoff point for me to say, oh, I can sacrifice the walkie-talkie. Okay. That's reasonable. Adventure games often have the problem that the solution to the problem is completely off the wall. Like, the thing that you have to use is so obscure or strange, or the thing that you have to do is so obscure or strange, that there isn't a good way to do a leap of logic for it. It turns into, the only reason I know this is that I kept trying everything. Give me a moment to get it ready. That, behold, the Super Gear Boy. Cool. Don't worry, you can still play games on it. It'll only be in ghost hunting mode while this strange cartridge is in it. Oh, awesome. Had me worried for a second. However, I unfortunately needed a few extra parts from your walkie-talkie and wasn't able to salvage it. Hope that is all right. Larry's not going to be so happy about that. It's okay, though. It's for a good cause. Wonderful. Now, for the best results, you need to hold the system out with the antenna fully extended. To do so, press the shift button. Shift button it seems to be, use the doodad that you have. It will glow if it detects any paranormal frequencies in close proximity. Flashing, press R there to produce a large electrical discharge. If my theory is correct, then the surge of electricity will provide an ample source of power to energize nearby apparitions and possibly other supernatural elements as well. I think I get the gist of it. Suggest that we take it for a test run in my bathroom. Sounds good. Beverage. Button. Maybe I... Oh. He just sort of like... It's like he had been sucked down the toilet, like, you know, mashed up down into the tubes, but then it went in reverse. It worked. Holy crap. Hello. What's the matter? I never thought he'd kill them. It's all my fault. Who? Stacy and her daughter. Oh God, what a fool I was to fall for a married woman. Never a crime to follow your heart. Must be romantic like I was. It's kind of you to say, but I know better than that. We want to help you. Why haven't you left this place? We can never leave. What do you mean? You can't pass on? The ghost of Greg. What's keeping you here? Have you seen a demon with red eyes? Can you tell us anything? No, 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 no. What? What is it? He's here. Ooh, the red-eyed man? The one who killed Stacy and her daughter? I have to go. I'm sorry. You could see him briefly in the mirror. The black shadow with red eyes. I guess the shadow or the black cloud with red eyes, kind of. Saying shadow tends to imply that it's dark. Fully formed in conscious apparition. Never seen anything like that. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just one thing to read about the paranormal and formulate theories, and a whole other thing to actually experience it. I know what you mean. It's a lot to take in. Well, we have some work to do. I think I've had my fill of excitement for today, so I'll stay here and do some research. Yeah, they don't have a lot of, like, Todd didn't have special animations here. So the way he's like, oh man, I'm kind of excitemented out right now. He just has the same kind of mellow presentation. Like, horror ghost. I'm gonna look into the history of Addison Apartments and see if I can find anything about past residents and the supposed murders. That'd be really helpful. While you do that, I'm going to search for more supernatural hotspots. Perfect. Oh, and by the way, I noticed some extraneous static around the game cartridge. You may want to check it out and make sure it's okay. Modify Game Boy, my Gear Boy, to detect supernatural hotspots. I like how, in addition to all the little Greeblies that have been bolted onto it, they have, with a one of those embossment label printer, label strip maker things, put super taped next to the gear of Gear Boy. Play. With dot matrix with stereo sound. In Seeking Providence. Chapter 3. He knew not why he was drawn to this place, yet could not prevent his feet from treading the dirt path before him. Perhaps it was simply curiosity, or perhaps it was destiny. I am reminded of, what's it called? It starts out as like a card game, like a kind of a battle card game, where like you are competing for teeth on a scale, and if the scale tips one way or the other, victory is determined. What's it called? But anyway, that one had like changes of interaction like this. Um, gonna drive me up the wall. That was an interesting game because it has like several different modes. Okay. We have dude blocking path here. Sorry, members only. Well, we entered a chapel. I guess members of the congregation. Okay, this is Greg, so it's Ghost of Greg. Like someone is crying. I better go check to make sure they're okay. Following the sound. Inscription, that's it. Thank you, Tass. Miss, are you okay? Who are you? Pardon my rudeness, ma'am. My name is Greg Montag. Yep, Green. Let's see here. Let's pause for a moment. The cat that you can see right now is Molly. She is a few feet away from me right now. She's laying right across my from my keyboard. Then, let's see. These two are going to be visible. Oh, we got all of them right now. Okay. So, Sherbet is bottom center. He's finishing off the food dish there. Then on the bed is top to bottom. That's Mason, Sherbet's brother, and Sammy. Upper left is Ember up in the cat tree. Then top center, that's Molly. Then upper right is Sky. We got the whole set. But I heard crying and I wanted to make sure everything was okay. That's kind of you. I take it you're not with the men of this church? No, ma'am. That's for the best. It's terrible. What goes on in this place? It keeps me up at night. I wonder if the implication is that this church is the original, was an original building there, because they talked about how the property was purchased by the Addisons from the Rosenbergs, and they made the apartment was built over top of what they tore down for this. So perhaps it's this church. Beginning to fear for mine and my daughter's safety. I've tried to reason with them. I've reached my wit's end. I understand. I lost my family last year in the big factory fire. Breaks my heart to see a kind lady such as yourself so broken up. I'd like to help however I can. You just tell me what you need. All right, Green. Thanks for swinging through. Have a good evening. It's awful kind of you, Mr. Montag. I'm dearly sorry about your family. Please, call me Greg. Pleasure to meet you, Greg. I'm Stacy Holmes. You couldn't have come along at a better time. You must be an angel. Just a humble farmer that's glad to be helpful to nice folk like you. Pleasure's all mine. Okay. Oh no, we gotta sweep the whole place. Okay, we can hold it out. This is where Greg was. Interesting. Looks like a... Hard to tell what the thing plugged in on top of his file cabinet is. Like, there's a power strip down there, which implies that's their shape language for a power strip. If that were a power strip, it would be... It is pretty chonky for one. I mean, it could be a basic radio on its side. Well, I mean, now that we have the ghost detection doodad, we gotta detect ghosts with the doodad. Oh, wow. What? Okay, well, I guess our ghost detection doodad was blocked. We've been sigiled. Okay, so it provides a jolt of power that is supposed to allow apparitions to manifest. And it seems to have done something just awful to Miss Rosenberg. Miss Rosenberg goes on and on at great length about how she is effectively very near to death, and sort of... Perhaps this is implying that she's on kind of that like a border space, you know, in a liminal space. Well, it's sort of hard to explain. Really shouldn't tamper with things that you don't understand. Okay, well, it gave us a gave us a chapter. Chapter 1. She desperately sought a place among the council, proper noun. So the aspiring witch traveled deep into the castle for the initiation trial to retrieve the Book of Forbidden Truths. Oh man, that's some classic Game Boy spikes there. There's actually a bit of momentum to the movement of the character. Like if you hold it for a little bit too long, you move a bit further before you stop, like that. It's got a bit of a feel that they expected you to be using a gamepad for this. As in, strength of input is in play here. Take book. I've retrieved the Book of Forbidden Truths. Will you not see my worth now? The council recognizes the great resolve you've shown us today by not stepping on large, obvious spikes. This book stand as testament of your place among our ranks from henceforth. Very standard inverted pentacle on the ground. Well, not quite. The points go past the edge of the circle. Our sight pierce the heavens, and our reach be infinite and everlasting. For we are the devourers of God. Wow. That's an ambitious group title. Ah, okay. We can see the walkie-talkie and some protruding, what is probably meant to be like circuitry, strapped to the back, like taped to the back, with the antenna grafted on there as well. Searching the stuff. So we're gonna sweep everything but the tree house and like Larry's place, like the basement. Okay, we went into Charlie's old place. That's where we got the sigil popped up and seems to have blocked our attempt to use the scanner. Scanning. Oh, I can hear the TV. Like, you can still play games on it, apparently, but the placement of those handles would make it really awkward to actually do so. Since those kind of things are built such that your hands are gripping the edge of the console on both sides. Oh, well. We have found another sigil, apparently. Much more of orange jaggedy, where it was green, very geometric on the other one. Okay. I think that'll be where we'll wrap up for the night here. Oh, good times. Okay, this is solid. This is solid. It looks like we're going to have at least one more session of this. We'll probably put this up as the game for tomorrow as well. But this is enjoyable. This is enjoyable. It's got the right creepy, but it's also like I'm interested. I want to know more, you know? It's engaging, not just creepy. But that's good. That's good. Let's see. I want to check my stuff here. Yeah, I thank Barbed Wire for the Prime subscription today as well. And let's see, did anything else happen here? Well, I need to figure out a way to track the YouTube one, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you again to Barbed Wire for the Prime subscription. Hope everybody had a good time tonight. Hey, if you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, follow, subscribe, comment. All of that stuff helps the channel grow. And if you'd like to consider financially supporting the channel, you can do so through platform-specific means, as well as options available through the LinkTree links in my bio and description. But with that, I hope the rest of your day is good, and I will see you next time.